In this week's episode, we're looking into Dying Light 2's exciting new game mode, the co-op campaign finally arriving in Delta Force, why you should look out for the next Steam Next Fest, and so much more. As the highlight for their 10-year anniversary, Techland introduced a new permanent game mode to their zombie horror parkour game Dying Light 2. In this roguelite-style game mode called Tower Raid, you and your team of up to 4 players will try to reach the top of the Radio Tower skyscraper. Or, if you're brave enough, you may also go by yourself. Each run will be a unique experience, with different combinations of floors, enemies and challenges. There are 4 classes available: Tank, Brawler, Ranger or Specialist, each one with a unique skill set and ways of helping their teammates out. And if there's nothing more to help and you die on your run, the Tower Raid progression system will equip you with new skills to prepare for the next run. New exclusive rewards can be earned, including a silenced pistol and the Office Day outfit. Dying Light 2 Stay Human released in 2022 and is a solid, although not perfect, second installment in the franchise. If you're coming for a great story, the second part might not exactly be what you're looking for, but the parkour and combat make up for that. And so do the horror elements. Dying Light has perfected the feeling of being hunted and overwhelmed in the dark nights out there in the open world. Nothing is as scary as being jumped by a group of volatiles. Plus, the third Dying Light game, The Beast, is coming out this summer, picking up where the story of Part 1 left off. Since the release of Delta Force last December, players could so far only play the competitive multiplayer mode. The Black Hawk Down cooperative campaign, which was teased before launch, was not yet part of the free-to-play game. It was first announced to be a paid DLC, but now, surprisingly, released completely for free. The campaign includes 7 story chapters in total, based on the 2001 Black Hawk Down movie by director Ridley Scott. You can play these missions solo if you prefer, but this is said to be incredibly challenging. For an optimal experience, teams of 4 players are recommended and ideally consist of one of the roles of Assault, Support, Sniper and Medic. If you're playing in a squad, the progress is based on the captain's progress, and each successfully cleared mission will be unlocked for all members. The game itself is sitting on mixed Steam reviews at the moment, and the console release is yet to be announced. Another surprising release this week was the Astraeus DLC for Ark Survival Ascended. Originally, it was planned to be released in summer as a paid premium map, which are fan-made maps for the game. Instead, developer Studio Wildcard partnered with the creator and made it into an official paid DLC with a price tag of $15. The DLC features a vast landscape spanning around 264 square kilometers on launch, with architecture, realms and creatures inspired by ancient Greek mythology, and the new reptilian creature Meguana on top. Ark had its ups and downs over the years, being plagued by performance issues and bugs. Lately, in 2023, Studio Wildcard transitioned Ark over into the Unreal Engine 5, which obviously meant a big graphical upgrade with high-end features like Lumen and Nanite, but also ramped up the price to around $50, and brought in a handful of new performance issues and problems. Next week, on February 24, the spring edition of the Steam Next Fest is starting. The official program is not yet out, but a few upcoming co-op highlights have already announced demos, including the upcoming turn-based tactical RPG Solasta 2, the next game by the devs of SnowRunner, Roadcraft, where you restore sites after natural disasters, and Evercore Heroes Ascension, a colorful, hero-based roguelite playable in groups of 3. If you don't know yet, this festival is held around 3 times per year and celebrates upcoming games. Usually, there is a ton of new co-op demos, as well as live streams and special discounts. If you enjoy trying out new games for free, keep an eye out for the event page that will appear on Steam. During Next Fest, 2 upcoming multiplayer games are holding public open playtests. The first one is Fellowship, an endlessly scaling online dungeon adventure with a focus on teamwork, cooperation and strategy. You defeat bosses, get loot and repeat. You could say it's like World of Warcraft's Raids or Mythic Plus, but without the story and fluff. The playtest starts on February 24. The other game is Sand, and I almost said yet another open-world PvP extraction shooter in a post-apocalyptic setting, but gladly I caught myself there just in time. With this info, you already know what to do and expect. But the cool and unique thing about this game are the tramplers, giant walking bases which players can build up from scratch, customize and maneuver across the dunes. But those are not all cool things about Steam Next Fest, so keep your eyes peeled if you love that sort of stuff. Now to our newsflash. Split Fiction, the new co-op game by Hazelight, the studio behind It Takes Two, will have a Friends Pass again, and this time with crossplay, so your player 2 may yet again join you for free from any platform. The game releases on March 6th. Path of Exile 2 has introduced a map stash to efficiently store up to 576 waystones, available for purchase in the in-game shop. And if you love challenges, you can join the first PoE2 race event on 3 dates starting March 2nd, rewarding top placements of each class with a demigod helmet and one lucky and fast winner of the final race with a custom Alienware laptop. Black Ops 6 has a crossover with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with a whopping price tag of almost $90 for all cosmetics and the premium event pass. Open world multiplayer survival game Dune Awakening is releasing on May 20, and it will cost $50. Now for our free stuff. If you enjoy chaotic party games with friends or soon-to-be ex-friends, then jump into the free public demo of Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, the spiritual successor of Ultimate Chicken Horse. It's playable on Steam from February 21 to 23rd with local and online co-op for up to 4 players. On the Epic Games Store, you can grab World War Z Aftermath for free until February 27. Fight off zombie hordes with up to 3 friends in story missions or the horde mode, including crossplay with consoles. We hope you found this episode interesting, and we will see you again in the next one.